Hello, everyone. How is your day going? I hope that you have had an amazing start of your week doing only what you love. It may take time until you get to this wonderful time in your life when you only get to do only, but only what you want, having your ideal days to be ongoing and you having all the fun in the world. How do you do that? How do you get to such a point in your life, in your professional life, where you can say, oh wow, I am truly fulfilled, completely satisfied with how my life is looking, both personal and professional. Usually, if you're happy in your personal life, you get to be happy in your professional life as well, because this is how things work. How you do one thing, you do them all. You may be wondering, why am I wearing an Italy shirt today? It's actually written in Romanian, Italia, and it's a great reminder because I love to travel. It's a great reminder for me how our mind works when we get to travel. Stick with me until the end because for a few minutes I'm going to explain to you how can you get to familiarize your mind to discipline, because discipline is the thing that will get you to be living the life of your dreams, to be successful, whatever success means to you. Now, what do you do when you want to travel to Italia, to Italy? You first think about it. You get your mind used to the idea of traveling. Then you start thinking of, okay, what would be the ideal date, the ideal time frame for me to go and visit Italy? Would I like to go by plane, by car, by train, by bus? Here in Europe, we have several possibilities. Not as many now because of COVID, but there are numerous ways that you can go to Italy. I prefer the plane, but other people, like my parents, for example, who have never flown before, they like to go either by bus or by train or by car. There are several possibilities that you can choose from. Then you may be thinking, okay, but where do I go exactly? Is it Rome? Is it Latina? Or maybe is it Bologna? Is it um, another part of the country, like Capri, or maybe you want to go in the islands. Yes, Italy is amazing. I've been there several times, and you should also go, especially if you want to try some amazing Italian cuisine. The pizza and pasta are amazing there. And you get to think, okay, I'm going to maybe Rome, and maybe I can also take a field trip to Milan, or maybe I can see Venice as well. Several possibilities. Now, I'm telling you this because this is how your mind gets to be familiarized with a new habit, with a new thing that you want to implement in your lifestyle. For example, discipline. My fearless friends, the thing is that you need to take it step by step. As I described to you earlier, how would a potential trip to Italy look like? You need to think things over. You need to take it step by step to decide on one thing, then go to the next. After you have taken the plane tickets, decide on which hotel you want to stay in, and so on. You need to take it step by step, my fearless friends. Do not think that if you are not born with it, it's not going to happen. Don't think that if it doesn't come easy, it's not going to happen, because you need to give your time to your mind to have everything put in place in order to get used to it. Our minds are negative by default. They search for problems. They want you to be doing the exact same thing that has kept you safe so far. If you try to do things at once, yes, of course, you can force yourself, you can do things very quickly, but what are the results going to be? You may feel overwhelmed, you may have all sorts of emotional pain, mental pain. It's like doing exercises, and you want to do from the first day the entire body workout. You want to work out your shoulders, your arms, your back, your lower body, your legs, and it's too much. You need to take it one step at a time. Let's see what is the best strategy that you can use, and no more traveling, I promise to you. I just, this is the week, this is the time where I have all sorts of messages on my shirts. And yeah, last week it was the same thing with all sorts of great quotes that have some reminders for me. No more traveling, no more anything else than mindset. Let's see how we can get your mindset to be familiarized with discipline. What is the first thing that you need to do? Now, if you have seen my previous live sessions, at least some of them, you need to be extremely specific as to where are you going? Why do you need to make changes if you don't know, if you don't want anything in particular? My fearless friends, the thing is that unless you have an extremely appealing why, a very, 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 very strong reason that is going to be waiting for you at the end of the road, you will not move, you will not do anything. Why would you? You're comfortable where you are, you are already okay, it's warm in the comfort zone, and why should you discipline yourself if there's nothing that is worth doing it for? And you need to figure out what is it exactly that you need to have. Why is it that you need to have discipline in your life? Do you maybe want to start a new business, or maybe you want to change your job? Maybe you want an extra business. Maybe you want to have a completely different lifestyle, and this means changing your professional life completely. Maybe you want more clients. Maybe you want to have a whole new business process put in place. Whatever it is that you truly want, you need to link it to a very strong desire of yours, to your amazing, unique lifestyle that you want to create for yourself. Because, as I said at the beginning of this video, how would it be? How would it feel like to have you doing all the things that you love during one day and that's it? Think about this. Just imagine how wonderful life would feel if you have all the things that you need to do done on your terms. When you have a very clear goal, why do you want to do this thing? Why is it that you want to move? What is it that you truly desire? Maybe you want to have financial freedom, or maybe you want to travel to Italy. Maybe you want to be traveling the entire year round. Maybe have island hopping every single month on a different island, or every single week. It's up to you to decide. And when you are completely committed and when you are sure that you really want this, that's when you get to implement this discipline that will allow you to stick to a schedule. My fearless friends, I am not the type of trainer that is going to teach you about how complex discipline is to be. You need to know that discipline can be made easy. You can have a very clear, easy to put in practice plan that will take you to your desired goal, that very appealing future, that photo that is going to pull yourself towards that specific amazing goal. You need to know that if you have a very simple process put in place, and discipline is actually sticking to it. It doesn't need to be hard, it doesn't need to be complex. You only need to stick to it. Even if there is only one thing that you need to do daily, or maybe two things, you are going to understand how important it is to stick to something that will get you closer to where you want to go. So, the question that I am very eager to share with you today is the following. And yes, please grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down the answer. What is the first step that I need to take in order to become disciplined? What is the first step that I need to take in order to become disciplined? This may sound like a very easy question, and yes, it is. You do not need things to be too complex because you may get overwhelmed. You want things to be very clear, very straightforward, direct. And this question is going to tell you what is maybe one thing that you need to let go of in order to be disciplined. Maybe you are going to start journaling more, or maybe reading more, maybe letting TV off for good. And maybe you simply want to have some new research done. Maybe you want to go network more. You are the only one that knows what is the best answer for you. And I suggest that you write down as many possibilities as you can. Let me know how this goes for you. Tell me in the comments below, even after our live session is over. Do tell me, how do you feel when you write down the first step that you need to take in order to become disciplined? I want you to let me know if you feel maybe a bit scared, maybe a bit confused, maybe you want some extra details that I can tell you about. I'm here on YouTube live every single day, here to serve you, to offer you some great insight about your mindset, about fears in business. So do let me know if you have any questions about this topic, and I'll be more than happy to reply to you the next day. I hope you have an awesome day ahead, and remember to get everything written down on a piece of paper so that you have the amount of clarity that will push you over and do more than you could have ever thought that you could. Have a great day ahead.